You're lying in bed when their name lights up your phone, and without thinking, you smile. It's nothing unusual. You talk all the time. You're just friends. At least, that's what you keep telling yourself. But lately, their messages feel different. Their silence feels heavier. And the thought of them falling for someone else creates an ache you don't know how to explain. Sometimes friendship doesn't suddenly turn into love. Sometimes it changes so quietly that your heart knows long before you do. Maybe it started with longer conversations. A quick message became 2 hours of sharing childhood stories, private fears, and thoughts you've never said out loud. You began noticing little things, the way their voice changes when they're tired, the joke they repeat when they're nervous, the exact kind of silence that means they're not actually okay. Nothing dramatic happened. There was no perfect movie moment, no sudden confession in the rain. Just two people becoming important to each other, one ordinary day at a time. And somewhere between, did you get home safely? And you're the first person I wanted to tell. The friendship began becoming something more. Here are 7 signs that might already be happening to you. The first sign is that they become your emotional first call. Something good happens and you immediately want to tell them. Something painful happens and their presence is the one you crave. You may have other friends. You may even be surrounded by people. But somehow the moment doesn't feel complete until they know about it. That matters. We naturally turn toward the people who make us feel emotionally safe. But when one friend becomes the person whose reaction matters most, the bond may be moving beyond ordinary closeness. Imagine you finally received the opportunity you've been waiting for. Everyone congratulates you, but you keep checking your phone. Not because their response will change what happened, but because their happiness for you feels different, more personal, more necessary. Pause for a moment. When something changes in your life, whose name appears in your mind first? Sometimes love begins there before you ever give it a name. The second sign is that tiny moments with them feel strangely important. They remember how you take your coffee. You save a seat for them without thinking. They send you a song, and for some reason, you listen to every word as if there's a hidden message inside it. These moments would look meaningless to anyone else, but to you, they carry weight. You replay the way they looked at you. You remember a sentence they probably forgot saying. A simple walk home stays in your mind longer than an entire night out with other people. That's because emotional attachment changes your attention. Your mind begins collecting details about someone when your heart senses they matter. Their habits stop being background noise. They become part of how you understand them. Love doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it looks like remembering they hate tomatoes and removing them from their food before they even ask. The third sign is that jealousy appears, but you try to disguise it as concern. They mention someone new. You smile. You ask questions. You act completely normal, but something inside you tightens. Suddenly you're analyzing everything. Do they like this person? Are they talking often? Why did they sound so excited when they said their name? You may tell yourself you're only being protective. Maybe you don't trust the new person. Maybe you think your friend deserves better. And sometimes that's true. But sometimes, I don't want them to get hurt is easier to admit than, I don't want someone else to take my place. Healthy friendship can include protectiveness, but jealousy reveals something deeper. The fear of losing a kind of closeness you've quietly begun to see as yours. That doesn't make you controlling or selfish. It makes you human. The question is whether you're afraid of losing a friend or afraid of watching them give someone else the love you secretly wanted. The fourth sign is that your physical closeness starts feeling charged. A hug lasts 1 second longer than usual. Your shoulders touch, and neither of you moves away. They fix something on your clothes, and suddenly you become aware of how close their face is to yours. Nothing happens, but for a moment, everything feels possible. When feelings shift, familiar contact can begin to carry new meaning. The same hug you've shared 100 times suddenly leaves you thinking about it afterward. You notice their eyes, their hands, the space between you. And then you probably question yourself. Was that moment real? Did they feel it too? Am I imagining this? Maybe you are, but if ordinary closeness repeatedly creates extraordinary tension, your friendship may no longer feel ordinary to you. The fifth sign is that you're building a future together in small, joking ways. You talk about places you'll visit someday. You imagine living in the same city. You joke about being old and still annoying each other. Maybe one of you says, if we're both single at 40, we should just get married. You laugh, but the idea doesn't feel ridiculous. It feels oddly comforting. Future talk reveals where the mind feels secure. When someone naturally appears in your imagined life years from now, it often means they've become more than part of your present. They've become part of your emotional map. You're not necessarily planning a relationship. You're simply struggling to imagine a version of life where they aren't close. Pause and reflect again. When you picture your future, are they standing somewhere in it? And if they disappeared from that picture, would the future feel emptier? The sixth sign is that you're showing each other the unpolished parts. Not just the attractive sadness, not just the carefully explained struggles, the messy parts, the insecurity that makes no sense, the bad mood you can't hide, the old wound that still controls more of your life than you want to admit. And somehow they stay. They don't rush to fix you. They don't make you feel embarrassing or difficult. They simply make room for the truth. This kind of emotional safety creates one of the strongest forms of intimacy, because being admired feels good, but being fully seen and still accepted feels like home. Maybe they've heard your voice shake while you tried not to cry. Maybe they know why certain dates are hard for you. Maybe they can tell you're pretending to be okay from a single word in a text. That level of knowing can exist in deep friendship. But when vulnerability begins creating longing, tenderness, and the desire to protect what you have, love may already be growing underneath it. The seventh sign is the hardest one to ignore. You're both careful not to name what's happening. There are jokes that almost become confessions. Moments when one of you could say something, but changes the subject. Questions like, have you ever thought about us? Appear disguised as humor. You test the edges, then retreat. Because naming the feeling creates risk. If it's real, everything could change. If it isn't mutual, everything could still change. So you remain in the safest, most painful place. Close enough to feel loved, but uncertain enough to keep wondering. This is where many people misunderstand the situation. They think the fear means the feeling isn't strong enough. Usually it means the opposite. You're not afraid because the friendship means little. You're afraid because it means so much. And here's the realization you may not expect. Not every deep friendship is secretly romantic. You can experience loyalty, tenderness, jealousy, emotional safety, and even intense closeness without being in love. The real sign isn't just how much you care about them. It's what you're hoping for. Do you want their happiness, even if their future doesn't include you romantically? Or is some quiet part of you waiting for the day they finally look at you differently? And more importantly, do you love who they truly are, or only the possibility of what the two of you could become? Sit with that. Don't force an answer because uncertainty makes you uncomfortable. Sometimes feelings need honesty, not urgency. Maybe this friendship is becoming love. Maybe it has been love for longer than either of you realized. Or maybe this person is teaching you that intimacy doesn't always need romance to be real. Whatever the truth is, don't dismiss what you feel just because it arrived quietly. The deepest emotions often do. They enter through ordinary conversations, familiar laughter, and someone remembering to ask whether you made it home. Then one night, you look at the person you've called just a friend and realize they've slowly become the place your heart keeps returning to. The question isn't whether something has changed. The question is whether you're both brave enough to notice it